Welcome, Awaken Intuitives. Welcome back. Not you. And welcome to any new Awaken Intuitives. Natalie here. I'm back because I needed to do another reading on Dylan Rounds. I just had to. I have so many more questions. What really sparked it was watching a video of crystal medicines. I highly suggest you watch it. It's a spirit box session. It is so interesting. So I'm gonna list that in the link below, description below for you guys, because I'm gonna use some of the things that was said on that box for questions and see if we can get some more clarity on those things. It was so good. Anyway, so please check her out. Please check out her video. It was amazing. So all of this information is for entertainment purposes only. If you don't know anything about Dylan Rounds, I will list my previous readings, and I explain case information, updates, the 2 arrests of 2 possible suspects, and things like that. So I'm not going to be doing that. So if you want to know those, I would check those out in the description below. And so yeah, I hope you're all doing well. All I've been thinking about the past couple nights is Dylan Rounds, and I just got so many questions, a lot. So this might be like a 2-part thing. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna do prayer. I'm gonna do the singing bowl, and then we're gonna begin the reading. Okay. So I will have this time stamped if you want to skip or anything like that, just so it's there for you guys, and it'll be in the comments. So let me write that down now. I hope you'll be a part of the prayer. It's just stronger, and things like that. So here we go. Actually, wait, hold on. I got to write down the time. All right. Okay, here we go. Divine, source, protectors, archangels, ancestors of the light only, I come to you, and I want to first ask you for clarity and guidance. I do want to ask that you'll bring in more clarity, help us be able to understand more and more, more clear about Dylan's case and what happened and things like that. So I do want to ask for that. I do want to thank you. Thank you so much for us all coming together to be able to come up with the answers, to be able to do what we can and use our own abilities and tools and bring together, build connections together, and be able to work together despite what beliefs are. I do want to ask that you will guide me through the cards and the questions, and please help me and us, everybody who's watching, understand the answers that you give us, understand the cards that you give us to the best of our abilities. Thank you for our abilities and tools, and intuition and mindfulness and awareness. I do want to ask that you'll enhance these things within us when we need them, to do our part, however we can, even just sharing the information. Okay. I do want to ask for protection, guidance, and safety, abundance, health, wellness, positivity, joy for my family and I and everybody who is watching, all of our inner and outer lives. Please protect, guide us, and keep us safe from anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's attacks, accusations, hidden agendas, misguidance, anything whatsoever. Cords, strings, influences, whatever it may be. I ask for protection for that as well. And please just bring in honest, clear answers for us, and help us just bring clarity and knowledge to this case through this reading. Please guide this reading. Thank you again for everybody being here and this channel. And thank you so much. Okay, amen. All right, let's get ready to do the singing bowl. And we'll do that at 5:30. Okay, so the singing bowl is to cleanse out any lower vibrations or frequencies, if any, to bring in the clearer, higher vibrations and frequencies. Helps us connect to divine source, protectors. They vibrate higher. So I'm going to ding it twice so you know, and we will sing it. So I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome. Thank you if you were part of that. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it as well. I'm gonna add some more resin on this coal so we keep smoke going. I've got the sage going, I've got this incense sandalwood going, and I've got some resin going. So it helps keep smoke going as long as we can. All right, you guys, we're gonna start the reading. I cannot believe how many questions I have. And I'll tell you more about, when I get to certain questions, I'll tell you a little bit more of where that question came from. Okay, let's start the reading at, let's do 7:11. Okay, let's get, you know what? I want to do 2 oracle messages so we can start this reading. Let's first use my Archangel Michael cards. They're called Angel Wisdom cards. Divine Source Archangels, will you please give us a blessing, answers, any clues, anything that may help this reading, bring clarity and knowledge about the case, please. From our Archangel Michael cards. Wow. Okay. We got vulnerability. That reminds me of the Star card. The Star card is Aquarius energy. It is vulnerable. It is channeling. It is star being present, star being guidance. Okay, so let's read this. Vulnerability. So, he may just have been vulnerable. Okay. All right, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if I said that. Okay. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms. I have to write that down. See how many pages I have? Okay, what is the defense? So was he being defensive? You know, was he defenseless? You know? So we'll ask that later on. Sorry. Which keep you separate from others and the divine. Okay, ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers. Barriers. Fencing. A gate. Okay, so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. Okay. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Affirmation, vulnerability is my strength. So we're gonna put that right here. And I want to pull one more from my Shaman Wisdom Oracle deck. Wow. I think that said a lot, that Oracle message right there. Okay. Can you give us a Shaman Wisdom Oracle message? Any clues possibly? Okay, we have 2. I wasn't expecting 2, but that's fine. As much as we can get in a healthy way. So we first have number 20, Cougar. Okay, 20 or 2. 2 represents finances, money, possessions, material things. It says Cougar, North, feminine, fire. You know what this reminds me of? Is his mother. And she lives north. Idaho's north of Lucin. Look. Oh my gosh. Wow. And the next one is number 38. That adds up to an 11, which is justice. It's pine, masculine, north, Mars, air. Pine. Pine trees. Is he more towards in the mountains? There are some north of Lucin. All right, let's get a tarot deck. Holy moly. Sorry, I need to make sure I've got resin that will keep burning. I'm gonna use dragon's blood this time. Oh, it's messy. Okay, yep, I made a big old mess. Whoops. Sorry, I'm taking my time. Okay. This reading's gonna need it, I swear. This reading's gonna need time. I'm not kidding. Okay, let's pick out a tarot deck. Okay. Let's do Revelations Tarot. Sorry if it's too much smoke. It'll calm down. All right. So what I wrote down was Dylan Rounds, 19 years old, missing from Lucin, Utah. I've done previous readings. Go listen for the info and updates, etc. Chase and Brenner were arrested. You know, all that. Okay, but my first question is, how is Dylan feeling about his case? Because I do not think he's still alive. So how is Dylan feeling about his case? Knight of Pentacles. Oh yeah, he's so freaking determined. The Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. He's the dark horse. He always finishes the race. Very, very determined. It can be some kind of business offer, a material offer, possessions, but he is so determined. Dylan is very determined. I would be too, I'm sure. Okay, is Brenner and Chase the ones involved with Dylan's disappearance? Is Brenner and Chase the ones, or some of the ones, that are involved with Dylan's disappearance? Brenner and Venstra, Chase Venstra. So are they one of the ones, or two of the ones, that are involved with Dylan's disappearance? Brenner and Venstra. Is Brenner and Venstra two of the people, two of the ones, two of involved with Dylan's disappearance? The Moon and the Fool, two major arcanas. The Moon is Pisces energy, water, cups, emotions. The Moon is secrets, unknown, unseen, lies, subconscious, dreams. And then we've got the Fool, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Fool is spontaneous, adventurous, immaturity, not thinking things through, taking a leap of faith, trusting in the fall. And there's multiple fairies on this Moon card. There's two fish represented by Pisces. So I think they're the two fish, but there's multiple other people that know, I believe. And then this Fool, he's got like, there's a baby in the center in like a basket, and then there's a butterfly. This just mentioned butterfly, transform, cocoon. Spontaneous, adventurous, a leap of faith, trusting the fall, not thinking things through. I want to read this one out of the guidebook because it's a major arcana. And it's number 0. Okay. Here we go. It says, he is a free spirit without worry and full of optimism while embarking on a new journey. He sees the world with fresh new eyes. His views are unconventional. This card symbolizes the free spirit within oneself. It urges you to let go of all the things that hold you back and embrace new ideas and take new paths. When this card represents an individual, that person may embody the qualities of the card, such as spontaneity, refreshing optimism, and lightheartedness. Depending on your own character, this person may be utterly enjoyable to be around for laughs and jovial occasions, or dreadfully annoying for his or her lack of seriousness and conformity to propriety. In terms of a situation, the energy of this card lends itself to a certain level of nervous tension and an undisciplined attitude. Depending on the nature of the individual, this can be read in both a positive and negative light. So when it says to a certain level of nervous tension and an undisciplined attitude, that reminds me of Brenner because of his background with fighting people and things like that. So now let's read the images and symbolism. The butterfly represents the chasing of childlike dream. The baby in the rose symbolizes the innocence of the beginning of the journey. The mountains. I swear they need to check Bald Eagle Mountain. Okay. The mountains in the background are symbols of the height of knowledge to which the figure on this card has yet to climb. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking this is one of their energies and this is one of their energies. This Pisces and then this Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I think they are two of maybe 3, 2 out of 3. I don't know. I just keep thinking 3. Okay. Do they need to find one more person connected to Dylan's disappearance? Do they need to find one more person connected to Dylan's disappearance? The Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The Knight of Cups, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He may be sensitive, sympathetic, quiet. He may pour his emotions and feelings out to others and may get hurt a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. So there may be a possible Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy that is quiet, sensitive, and look, he's like wearing this shield like type mask, helmet. I think this one, yes, I do. Okay, and then I ask, is it a man? The Wheel of Fortune, I think so. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel turning, fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons. Okay. I want to read this one out of the guidebook as well. I think so. I think it's a male. And the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. 10 is fulfillment and completion. But I think there's a female energy that knows too. Maybe not was part of actually making him disappear, but I think she knows. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune spins in the direction of good fortune and luck. When this card is drawn, it signifies a time of strange coincidences, fortunate meetings, lucky moments, and chance occurrences, all of which put a positive spin on your life. They still need to find possibly this one more person. Okay. In the case of in the case of an individual, this card may embody an old friend, a lost flame, a benevolent patron, or a caring soul. In terms of situations, this card shines a positive light on any outcome, and usually with abundance. The wheel will spin a full cycle, and at the end of your journey, you will start afresh with something new. The images and symbolism. Once again, the ink, the Egyptian symbol for life, is held in the hands of the spinner of the wheel. This card deals with issues of the circle cycle of life. It just reminds me of like a circle of friends or something like that. And constant motion. Here, the holder of the ink is happy for the good fortune that life has presented him. The actual wheel is adorned with the letters Taro and the Hebrew letters Yod, He, Vav, and He. Consonants that made God's true name unpronounceable. The wheel also houses the head of a jackal representing Anubis, the son of Set. Oh boy. Oh boy. The son of someone? It could be a son of someone's. Okay, let's finish. And guide to souls going to the underworld. The snake on the wheel represents Set himself as the god of evil. The strong symbols within the wheel are contrasted with the symbols of the life of the cycle of life outside the wheel. Gosh, sorry you guys. There's like a bunch of noises. The spring, the lion summer, the bull autumn, and the eagle winter. On the okay. So we have the angel spring, the lion summer, the bull autumn, and the eagle winter. Okay. I'm going to ask this. Is this a son of one of the Rodsworths? Is this a son of one of the Rodsworths? Six of Swords. Six is health, wellness, daily routines, and boundaries. Six of Swords is moving out of troubled waters, moving to a more calmer ground, and travel. Okay. Doesn't Chase have a son? It's so hard to keep track of these. Does Chase have a son? Is this possibly Chase's son? I swear he's got a son. Is this possibly Chase's son? Now we have 6 of Cups. We just had 6. Now we have another 6. That adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3. Communication, transportation, journeys. 6 of Cups is, okay. I think it possibly may be Chase's son. I swear he has a son. I swear he does. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Yes. Okay. 6 of Cups is childhood memories. Don't let your past hold you back. Somebody you've known for a long time. It's this man with 3 children. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And we have the 9 of Wands. So an upside down 6. That's interesting. 9 of Wands is taking that action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. You're worried about others coming in, knocking down your wall, getting in. Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Fire, action, passion. Okay, that is interesting. So let me ask this. Is it Chase, Brenner, and Chase's son? that are part of Dylan's disappearance. Is it Chase, Chase's son, and Brenner? Now we have a Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Knight of Wands is quickly in and out, very quickly in and out. He takes action, he's confident, he may not always hold up to what he promises. A Knight can be younger, quickly in and out. Okay, I want to look this one up in the guidebook. He embodies refined energy. He rides his dragon with confidence and daring. This card embodies a charming, extroverted, and knowledgeable young person. He or she will burn with a fiery confidence and can be alluring, enjoyable, and attractive on many different levels. This person's drive fuels his or her ambitious plans for success in the future. Projects seem to spring life around this person. In situations or relationships, this is a time of expanding horizons and activity. You may have visitors, friends to entertain, or receive phone calls, letters, and emails. We should keep that in mind. Socially, there will be parties to be a part of and festivities to partake in. We're going to ask more questions later on about other people, okay? This also says about the images and symbolism. The knight is sure of himself. He's confident and is contagious. His charisma smolders underneath his armor. He rides the dragon as if it were an extension of him. The dragon symbolizes the raw powers of creation and of wisdom. The control the knight has over the dragon is a metaphor for his command of the direction of his life and for his firm leadership. Those around him are in awe of him. Okay. The colors, red and gold, colors of the coat of arms and royalty. This is interesting. Okay, let's move on. All right, question number 4. It's funny how I put it on 4. 4 is home, family, structure, stability. And I asked, does Candace, Dylan's mom, know what happened to Dylan? Does Candace, Dylan's mom, know what happened to him? I think so. I'm pretty sure. We got the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She's all about truth. She cuts through the nonsense, any BS. She protects her emotions. She's all about justice and truth. She holds the truth sword. I think that is true. And then I ask, if so, how? If so, how does she know? If so, how does she know? If so, how does Candace know? I just got an Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Ace of Cups is a self-cup of love. Taking a self-cup of love. An overpour of emotions, an overflow of emotions. Love for yourself. Holy freaking crap. Wow. Wow. Oops. More, baby. Okay, this is interesting. In Crystal's session on Dylan Rounds, what is the White House meaning? Because she got that. It was said on the spirit box, White House. I believe it said 5 men or something like that in a White House. But I want to know, in that session of crystals on Dylan Rounds, what is the White House meaning? The Empress. The Empress is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. She's the divine feminine. She's a female energy. She may be giving birth to something, an idea, a plan, or pregnant with an idea or a plan. It's Mother Earth and Gaia. I want to read her out of the guidebook. She's number 3. 3 is communication, transportation, journeys, and it can rule technology. Let's read the Empress. The White House meaning, okay? She is a mother of all things. She nurtures all within her grasp with her generous, giving nature and her overabundance of joy. She brims full of life, and life revolves around her. This card represents a strong creative force within oneself to bring forth life. This energy gives fuel to grow and expand any current projects or ventures. Artistically, the energy will guide you to produce endless images and ideas. Career-wise, creatively engaging projects will move along with ease. In the home environment, you will explore decorative tasks and gardening with delight. In an individual, this card represents a strong maternal character. It can be maternal. We were just talking about the mother. What's this White House meaning? Okay. Does she live in a White House, Candace? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Strong maternal character who often provides for you and urges you along these creative paths. This person gives unconditionally for your growth and nurtures your needs to the best of his or her abilities. In situations, this card heralds a positive creative growth. You may be surrounded by creature, comforts, and material wealth. In relationships, love and fertility can be found in abundance and sometimes can also be embodied in pregnancy. Images and symbolism. The warmth of the sun and the golden fields of wheat and grain. The warmth of the sun and the golden fields of wheat and grain. He had his grain truck. So was he moving it from a White House to his farm? Or was he... Is there a White House nearby that has wheat fields, grain fields? Holy crap. Indicate growth that surrounds the Empress. The background shows a waterfall cascading from a lush forest. Waterfall. Okay. Which illustrates the gift of life flowing through nature. This water changes the path of life and erodes away things of old. The flow of water represents change, which comes from the continual flow of life. The warm hues add to the radiating beauty of the Empress's kindness and joy as she basks in the glory of the sun. The moon in the background represents the Empress's connection with the symbol of womanhood, and the moon can be maternal as well, okay? This is why she's the divine feminine. Stars crown her head, for she is the mythological Ishtar or Eostre. The world represents nature, which sits in her lap. She lays in it under her bosom, for she is the mother of nature. She is Mother Nature. The dark purples and blues of the reverse help mask the desolate background of the Empress's anguish. The rain lines indicate a veil. Rain? It was raining when he needed to move the grain truck. So I'm asking about this White House. What does this White House mean? Seriously? Okay. Nature has turned against her. Oh, sorry. The rain lines indicate a veil, which clouds her path to happiness. Nature has turned against her, and she tries in vain to seek refuge under her drenched robes. Her face is carved by the anguish of her tears and sorrow. Man, I want to know what this White House is. Shoot. And then I asked, is it important to finding what happened to Dylan? Is this White House important to finding what happened to Dylan? Is this White House important to finding out what happened to Dylan? The Hangman. The Hangman is a whole new perspective, looking at things differently, and sacrifice. Limbo. We're getting a lot of major arcanas already. Wow. This freaking flies. Go away. Oh, nasty suckers. Sorry. Yelling. Okay. Gosh. Where did they even freaking come from? Okay, come on. Should almost be there. Okay, Hangman's number 12 adds up to a 3, communication, transportation, journeys. Would he transport grain to another farm with a White House on it? Let's read the Hangman. He takes time for his life. He waits patiently as he sacrifices something in the process. Note, this card is read from the bottom. For the upright position, the man in green should be on the bottom half of the card. Life has come to a grinding halt when this card is drawn. Sensible decisions cannot be made, nor can you affect any changes at this juncture. The Hangman calls for a stasis of the mind and of the body, and to only react to the actions of others. Here, patience plays a major role in deciding the final outcome, and it may come at the sacrifice of something else in order to make time. In terms of an individual, this card can signify someone who is currently in this state of flux, or someone who is about to cause him or herself to be in one. Nothing in this person's life would seem as if it has changed. Routines are observed with little to no deviation from the norm. From an outside appearance, this person has not changed in days or weeks or months, seemingly from waiting for something to happen. He or she can also embody someone who will cause you to reflect and enter the state of flux for your own development. This card advises that if a decision is to be made, now would not be the right time in any given situation. It warns of delays and restrictions, even if you went ahead. The best course of action is to hang around, conserve energy, and wait for a sign. Okay, let's read the images and symbols. I want to ask another question after this, okay? The hourglass on its side denotes the stillness of time. The sands in the glass represent the movement of time determined by the forces of nature, such as gravity. Here, even gravity cannot move the sands of time, for the glass is suspended sideways. The man in green hangs in suspension, meditating to reach a level of enlightenment. From his head, his aura glows as he reaches an understanding. The images in the background indicate sacrifices that one has to make in order to find time to hang and contemplate. On the left side are images of people blown about by the winds of change. This symbolizes a loss of control over the situation, which also brings a man to his current state. Loss of control. Interesting, okay? The coins falling from the man in blue indicate the loss of material well-being. He has hung on for too long to the situation from selfishness and materialism. This card warns of letting go and unhanging oneself from the current situation. The red hues of the card warn of danger from outside players in life and forewarns grief associated with loss. That is very interesting. Okay, I want to know, does anybody live in this White House, supposedly? This White House? Does anybody supposedly live in this White House or live in this supposed White House? Okay, we got 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is defensiveness. Defensive. We started off with that. Defensiveness, putting up a bubble around yourself to protect yourself. 7 is relationships. Now we have 8 of Wands, so we went from 7 to an 8. 8 of Wands is swiftness and quickness and possible communication, okay? And then we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. This is forward movement, taking the reins, taking control of the horses, full speed ahead, inner warrior. Yeah, forward movement and vehicle. It could be vehicle, and it looks red. And I'll show you. And we got the Lovers. It can be 2 energies. There could be 2 energies. And there's the white wings on this angel. There could be 2 energies. A relationship of some sort, maybe. Maybe even just owning this place. So the 7 of Wands, defensiveness. It may be blocked out from the road. We have 7 relationships, and we have that Lovers. Taking an action to build up a bubble around yourself. Protection. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. Swiftness, quickness. Swiftness and quickness and possible communication. And then we've got the Chariot, the Cancer, possible vehicle. There's 2 seahorses pulling him. I want to read these 2 major arcanas from the book. Okay, we just got another card. And it's another 8. So we had 8, 8. And 8 plus 8 is 16, which adds up to 7. 7 is relationships. 8 of Swords is feeling completely tied up, entrapment, blindfolded about decisions usually, but swords can be words as well. And that 8 of Wands can be communication, swift, quick communication. So let's find this Chariot. He wins the race after traveling far and wide to achieve his goals. The crowd behind him roars as the scale of his accomplishment reaches new heights. Self-discipline and willpower have brought you to your final victory. This card represents the drive and determination you have to win the race. Even though the victory may feel sudden or effortless to others, you will know within yourself the time and energy you invested to achieve your goals. As an individual, this card represents a friend or a person who fights to the very end. This person can serve as a positive role model and inspire you to persevere through difficult times. In the case of his or her own race or journey, success will be within his or her grasp. In terms of a situation, this card is a vehicle for good news from distant places and friends. It represents support that can come in many forms, including verbal, physical, and spiritual, all of which guide you on a path toward victory and celebration. Oh. This card also heralds a positive outcome through a current struggle or difficulty. Maybe this place has been used for parties or something. Racing. Okay. Self-control. Oh, sorry, no. Images and symbolism, okay? The crab on the shield represents the sign of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. This card indicates a victory felt through emotion. The seahorses also add a layer of meaning to this card as a water card. The city in the background represents a monumental achievement the rider of the chariot has won. His face is not one of immense joy or elation, for he knows that he has struggled far to reach this point. He deserves this victory. The intensity and the speed that the driver on the reverse side shows through his face and his clenching fists indicate the rage of an obsessed individual. He only leaves a path of destruction behind him, both physically and emotionally. The sea dragons that he rides frantically drag his chariot in a haphazard manner. They hurl him uncontrollably to his destined path. The bottles of wine in the background warn of a leaning towards substance abuse and coping with such highly stressful situations. Is this a freaking White House that is used for freaking parties or something similar? Oh my gosh. Okay, now we need the Lovers. The Lovers is number 6. 6 can be health, wellness, daily routines, and boundaries. 2 energies, a relationship. Together through the guidance of an angel, the lovers find their souls entwining as they look into each other's eyes. Lovers symbolize a love that comes from within oneself. Here the card suggests that love can be found in romance as well as the union of mind, body, and soul. In terms of self, this card indicates a resolute love of oneself, a comfort and balance that leads to an outward radiating positive energy. In terms of an individual, this card represents the idealized and perfect partner. It can also represent an external force or individual who brings the two together, much like a matchmaker or friend. In terms of a situation, the Lover's card can symbolize an ideal partnership where everything feels right and there is an unspoken unison that envelopes everyone involved. The card can also question the method of achieving the ideal in terms of which paths or tasks need to be taken. The images and symbolism. The angel of love brings together 2 lovers under his protective wings to foster a relationship that transcends the physical nature of the body. The lovers represent the twins in Gemini. Being children of the air, they deal with issues of the mind more than the body. Roses fall all around them in this blessed union, reinforcing the notions of romance and of love. These flies are driving me crazy. Okay, this is very interesting about this White House. I'm going to get another deck. I'm going to crack this door so no more flies can come in. Dang it. Oh no! Everything went out. We'll get it. We'll get it. Gosh. These weren't faster than I thought they would. It's pretty interesting. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I did pick Dragon's Blood. We had a dragon with that. What was it? The Knight of Cups or something? Let me get another deck. We'll do the Magical Nordic Tarot. Okay, I wanted to also ask about this White House. Is this White House where Dylan may be? Is this White House where Dylan may possibly be? Is this White House possibly where he might be? Okay, so we have 9 of Swords and Ace of Swords. No way. No way. 9 of Swords is anxiety, depression, panic, can't eat, sleep, think. It says on here mental conflict. And he could be within 9 miles, 9 minutes, 90 yards, 900 yards, something. And we've got this Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is, aces can be a yes. This is about truth and clarity. Oh my gosh. That's all done burning. Anyway, so is Dylan pretty close by this White House? We got the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Hierophant, it says on here knowledge. Are we getting knowledge about where he is? We just had truth. The Hierophant can be a leader, a spiritual, religious, or any kind of leader. It can be self-enlightenment, spiritual awakening, higher learning. He holds the key. And it says on here knowledge. Wow. That is interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is this White House near Bald Eagle Mountain? Is this White House near Bald Eagle Mountain? Is this White House near Bald Eagle Mountain? Now we have 8 of Swords. We just had the 9 of Swords. Now we have 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, it says on here restriction. 8 of Swords can be feeling tied up, completely tied up. Entrapment. Blindfolded, tied up, can't even move. Entrapment. Gosh. Okay. All right, let's move on. I've got so many other questions, and how come those fell? They should have not fallen. They should have not fallen. And my pen fell too. Okay, let's move on. Was Dylan shot? 5 of Pentacles, it says on here emotional withdrawal. 5 of Pentacles can be being left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold, putting yourself out in the cold, or like being left out. Definitely some kind of being left out in the cold. Emotional withdrawal. Was Dylan attacked? Was Dylan attacked before he just disappeared? Was Dylan attacked before he just disappeared? I'm going to get this another knock and shuffle. Ouch. Was Dylan attacked before he just disappeared? Four of Wands. Four of Wands is home, family, structure, stability, can be justice, and it says on here, happy occasions. Okay, was he just shot out of the blue without him even knowing? That fell. Now we have Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is that defensiveness. Defense. It's fighting back. It's fighting back. Standing up for yourself and fighting back. Okay, okay. Was he attacked during daytime? Was Dylan attacked during the daytime? One card, please. Was Dylan attacked during the daytime? Jeez. Three of Cups. We have more party type stuff, celebration type stuff. Three of Cups is celebration, hanging out, partying, possible three energies, and on here it says friendships. Okay. Was Dylan like kind of like partying with others? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, he may have been working with others. This is the job card. This is the working card. It says on here opportunities. This is the job card. Is that right? Was he working with others? The Empress and Justice. I think he was working. I think he was working. The Empress is that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. She's number 3. 3 is communication, transportation, journeys. On here it says nurture. She's pregnant. This is the divine feminine, a female energy. There's a female and 3 rabbits, okay? And she can give birth to an idea, about to give birth to ideas or plans, pregnant with ideas and plans. Mother Earth, out in nature. I think he was working with others, possibly 3 rabbits and maybe a female energy. And we have Justice, female energy, and a black bear. On here it says balance. This is the Libra card. Libra is ruled in the 7th house of relationships. This is balance, karma, trying to balance, law, truth. Truth. I think he was working with others. Oh my gosh. Okay. How many people were there with him, please? Can you tell me? How many people were there with him working? We got Death. Okay. Death is Scorpio, and Scorpio rules the 8th house. This is death, rebirth, sex, regeneration, endings, transformation, changes. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Is Dylan confused on the other side of what happened to him? I'm just asking. Is Dylan confused at all about what happened to him? Is he confused at all? The World and Six of Pentacles. No, I don't think so. The World is number 21, adds up to 3. We're getting a lot of 3s. 3s, communication, transportation, journeys. The World, on here it says motivation. The World can be travel, fulfillment, completion. It's like a map. Look. He knows where everyone was, what everything happened. Like, I think he knows every detail. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles, it can be gifts, opportunities, generosity, giving to 2. Gifts. He has gifts now. He sees what's going on. He knows. Okay. All right. Wow. I cannot believe these are going out that freaking fast. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Have authorities looked on or near Bald Eagle Mountain? Have authorities looked on or near Bald Eagle Mountain? The Devil. Boundaries. It's a tornado. There's a white owl in the cage, but the door's open to it. The Devil is Capricorn energy. Earthly. On here it says boundaries. It can be malevolent. Negativity, strings attached, violence, possessions, possessive, negative. Yeah. I don't think so. We should read this one out of the guidebook. Okay. And it says, the god of thunder, Thor, was renowned for his hot temper. In fact, his rages were so powerful they were thought to create lightning and thunder. A man is surrounded by spikes of ice as a whirlwind of forceful energy wraps itself around him. Blinded by his fear, he fails to see the opening to the side of him and desperately clings onto a rope of spiraling energy, which merely pulls him even deeper in the vortex. A white owl, synonymous with wisdom, sits in a cage beside him. Like her companion, she longs to escape, but is so lost in her distress she doesn't realize that its door is open. Both trapped and both able to escape, the devil and the owl symbolize the emotional prisons we create in our minds. Addiction, lust, passion, self-harm, restriction. Message, I find your own truth. Meaning, the devil is a card of entrapment. It symbolizes a time when you are feeling trapped or disempowered by situation or relationship. What was once a dream may now seem like a nightmare, which is no longer worth fighting for or trying to repair. It can represent anything from a toxic relationship or job to an unhealthy friendship or affair. However, while the situation may no longer be salvageable, your happiness definitely is. So be brave and walk away from anything that binds you in mind, body, and spirit. I don't think they have. So hot. All right. Was Dylan ever moved after his was Dylan ever moved to multiple places after his disappearance? Was Dylan ever moved for more than one place after his disappearance? Holy crap, possibly. Possibly. We got King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. He possibly could have been. I think at least he was attacked, everything on his farm, and then moved. So the King of Swords is truth, justice. He sees things in black and white. He protects his emotions. He may be the lawman. He's holding a truth sword. So yes, about justice and truth. Wow. Okay. Was a tractor backhoe used to hide him? Tractor / backhoe used to hide him. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's sympathetic, sensitive, quiet. It says on here, dreamer. He pours his emotions and feelings out to others. He may get hurt a lot. There's a rainbow, a polar bear, a river with 3 salmon. Was a backhoe or tractor ever used to hide Dylan? Keywords: emotion, love, loyalty, fairness. The King of Cups is a voice of reason. He is the wise, rational, and compassionate father figure or trusted friend. He strikes a perfect balance between empathy and objectivity. His discernment, integrity, and good judgment are cherished by those around him, and he thrives on helping others while maintaining healthy boundaries. He often represents a teacher, spiritual advisor, or friend who will help and guide you. In a reading, he signifies the need to control your emotions. There could be some conflict around you. Stay calm. These storms will soon pass and the sun will rise again. I don't know. Does Candace have anything to do with her son's disappearance? Does Candace have anything to do with her son Dylan's disappearance? Nine of Wands. Okay, Nine of Wands is taking an action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. Worried about others coming in and taking your things, breaking down your wall. On here it says determination. Why? Why? Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is juggling and imbalance, trying to balance things. On here it says ambition. So we just got determination. Now we have ambition. Wow. Okay. Oh, man. This is so funny. So. Okay. This was, I just did number 15, okay? And I got up and hold on, wait. Okay. So I stopped there. And me and my son went outside around 11 p.m. because he wanted to go out there and look at the lightning and listen to the thunder and things like that. I'm like, okay, I'll take a break. I ended at 15. And so we go outside and we go out in the driveway and we can see all the stars, or the stars over there and the storm over here. So we were watching the lightning and hearing the thunder and everything. And while we were doing that, I noticed a light, okay? And it wasn't in the sky, it was on the horizon looking south of my home. And I'm like, Caleb, what is that? And we're looking and we're like, it's sitting there flickering, I don't know, and stuff. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And so I'm like, well, let's go up on the porch and we can watch the storm from there because it's moving fast. It's heading east, you know. So we go sit on the porch and we're watching the lightning and I noticed the light again. And I'm like, what in the heck? It's sitting there flickering and it goes out for like 5 minutes. Like it's pitch black over there for 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden it'll come back on. It was like a white blue color and then it'd get brighter and brighter and then it'd grow orange and sometimes like freaking bright orange and pink. It was like growing and then it'd go out, boom. It would just like shut off. And we watched it for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes or something. Probably like 45 minutes. And I was just thinking, I'm like, what in the heck? I don't know why, but I'm like, I just kept thinking about Dylan Rounds because I was just writing all these down. I just watched Crystal Medicine Spirit Box session about Dylan Rounds. And I'm like, is this some kind of communication? You know? And boom, it comes on. I'm like, what? You know? And I actually have some recordings of this. I don't know if I'm going to put them together and post them. Maybe. But I've got 4 different recordings of this thing. And so we were just kind of goofing around and stuff. And I'm like, well, if you're like Dylan Rounds or something or trying to communicate, light up. Boom, it'd fucking light up. It would fucking light up. And I'm like, whatever, you know? And I'm like, really? If so, go shut off now. Boom. It would freaking shut off. And each time the light would come on, it would do all those different colors. White, blue, orange, sometimes bright pink, like a really dark burnt orange. And it would grow real bright and just shut off. And I was thinking, maybe it's a transformer, but I've seen those. I've seen transformers. They don't do that. It would go out for like 5 minutes and stuff. And I'm like, so I did some recordings and everything. And yeah, each video was like 45 minutes around that. And so we come inside and I'm doing some more things, writing this stuff down and everything. And it was so funny. I'm sitting here writing and I write this. Was the light I seen Dylan trying to communicate? I was watching Crystal Dylan's Spirit Box, and right when I got done with writing box, I hear it's all it's like, what the fuck is that? And I look over and my cat's like and I'm like, holy shit, are you right? And he just did it for like freaking 15 seconds. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you dying over there? It was so funny. Oh, anyway. So he got done with doing whatever he was doing. And I wrote that down. Anyway, so I'm like, now I'm finishing writing when I need to. The Spirit Box session, in the middle of it, I was just writing questions down. Got to 15 and my son and I went outside. So I told you the story already. I just didn't want to forget and stuff like that. But after my cat did all that, he wanted to go outside. So I go and open the door and he goes outside. I shut it and then I look out the window to see if I can see that light again. And I didn't see it. And I'm like, if you really are Dylan Rounds trying to communicate, light up. And it fucking lit up like that. I am not kidding. Like that. And I'm like, okay, really? If so, then shut off now. Boom, it fucking shuts off. It fucking shuts off. So, let's ask. Was that Dylan trying to communicate? It was really weird. Really, really weird. And I've never noticed that before. I mean, we don't have tons of lights around here. It was really strange. But yeah, I have videos of it. Let's ask though, was it Dylan Rounds trying to communicate with me? Huh. Okay, so we got 2 cards. We have a King of Cups. King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Cups is feelings and emotions. This can be very, very, very deep emotions and feelings, possibly hidden. And then we've got 8 of Pentacles. This is the job card, the working card. Trying to master something, trying to create something, and she's holding a candle with a flame on it. This could possibly be his energy. It's like he's meditating here. And then look at her. She's holding that candle. It's a green candle with a flame on it. Working, mastering something. Possibly. Possibly. Okay. All right. Well, let's just move on. Okay. I just thought that was super strange. All right. Are Dylan and Aiden together on the other side? Five of Pentacles. I don't know. Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold, putting yourself out in the cold, not getting up to grab the key to open the door to let yourself out. It's like she's trapped and she's trapped herself. So maybe not. Okay. Here in a minute, here soon, I'm gonna end this as a part 1. I have so many questions, okay? Are they trying to help those looking into their cases? Are they trying to help those looking into their cases? Knight of Cups again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's sensitive, sympathetic. This reminds me of Aiden. He pours his emotions and feelings out there to others. He may get hurt a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. This reminds me a lot of Aiden. And there's a letter. It's like he's just waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody to show up. This could be Aiden. Okay. Who is Edward? Okay, this is where I got this name Edward. It was a name that Crystal got on the spirit box during her session. So who is Edward? Because it just popped up on the spirit box. Who is Edward? The Chariot? Cancer energy. Vehicle. There's 2 horses, 1 black, 1 white. That is mixing opposing energies well. The Chariot is Cancer. It is forward movement, full speed ahead, taking the reins, inner warrior. This is a Cancer energy, and look at the vehicle. Were they in charge of a vehicle? Part of Dylan's disappearance? Were they in charge of was this person, Edward, in charge of a vehicle in Dylan's disappearance? Was this Edward in charge of a vehicle in Dylan's disappearance? Confusion or multiple opportunities, you're unsure what to choose. 7 of Cups. Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water, emotions, feelings. 7 of Cups can be dreamlike, not all there in your head, fantasy land, but this can be multiple opportunities. You're unsure what to do, and it can be confusion. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 golden cups and one reddish colored cup. There's a bat wing behind one. There's a snake coming out, 2 ladders, and a river. Confusion. Okay. Who is Blaine? Because this was another name that came up in the reading or her spirit box session. Blaine. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is betrayal. 10 Swords in the back. Total betrayal. And we have the World. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The World is number 21 or 3. Communication, transportation, journeys. Okay. It can be travel and fulfillment, completion, endings and beginnings. So here's betrayal, 10 Swords in the back. And the World. Fulfillment, completion, travel. Okay. Chariot, travel. Is this Edward and Blaine part of the vehicle use of Dylan's disappearance? Shoot. Look at that. Ace. Ace of Swords Ace of Swords is clarity, truth. And Aces is a yes. That's a strong yes. And Edward and Blaine. Part of vehicle usage. So I'm going to write this down. Vehicle transportation usage. Holy cow. Do they live in the area? Lucin, Montello, does this Edward and Blaine live in these areas? Lucin, Montello, around there? Oh, crap. We have Seven of Swords. 7 is relationships. 7 of Swords is liar, cheat, thief, strategic, and sneaky. Sneaking around. They may be sneaking around the areas. Thieves in the area. Are they drug addicts? Is this Edward and Blaine drug addicts? Is this Edward and Blaine drug addicts? The Magician? No way. The Magician's number 1. 1 for me is a yes. The Magician is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. The Magician is manipulative. That reminds me of this right here. And mastering, creating something. Magic. I got a yes for drug addiction. Did they transport Dylan for drugs? 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups can be overlooking, dismissing, or ignoring something. Did they totally ignore what happened to Dylan? Did they totally ignore what happened to Dylan? Were they unaware of Dylan? They were unaware. They could have been told it was something else or something. He could have been put in something and told to take it somewhere. We got an ace. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is planting that seed to grow everything abundantly that you want. And it could be money. Gosh dang fly. That's a yes. And we have Page of Swords. Move to more solid ground. More travel. And it could be the spying, the stalking, and the watching card. But move to more solid ground with ideas and plans. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And then 9 of Pentacles. Maybe the money maker. Money. They could have done it for money. A single independent energy. Almost at your full 10 of Pentacles. But this is quite comfortable. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think they may have been unaware. Were they told that it was something else and not Dylan? To transport? 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is taking an action to make plans. 3 energies. It could be embarking and trading. Holy freaking cow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Were they paid to transport something for someone that was actually Dylan? We have Death. Scorpio energy. 8th house. 8th house is sex, regeneration, death, rebirth, changes, transformation. This says on here, death, rebirth. It's number 13. That adds up to a 4, which is home, family, structure, stability. And look, the pine trees remind me of the mountains. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, were they aware of his death? Okay, were they aware that they were being paid to transport Dylan? Were they aware that they were getting paid to transport Dylan? We have King of Swords. King of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. He's about truth and justice. He sees things in black and white. He may protect his emotions. He could be the lawman. But look at the freaking... There's a bat, a crow, a dragonfly, and an owl. The owl could be watchers. And he's on top of a mountain. And what else did we get? Seven of Wands, defensive. That taking an action to be defensive, putting the bubble around yourself to protect yourself and your energy, or things that you've built. Taking an action to be defensive, standing up for yourself, or being defensive, fighting back. Oh my gosh. This is interesting. Okay, here soon I'm going to end this for part 1. And I'll come back later for part 2. This is so interesting. Are Edward and Blaine from that area? Box Elder County. Are they from that area, Box Elder County? 10 of Cups. 10 can usually be a no for me, but the 10 of Cups is home, family, your most abundant emotional life, happiness, joy. So they could possibly have family there. Let's ask. Does this Blaine and Edward have family in Box Elder County? Do they have family there? Ooh. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Possibly somebody older, somebody with money. Okay? He's the most financial abundant king. He's solid, reliable. He knows a hard day's work. He's worked very hard. He's good with possessions, material things, finances, and he can be about lineage. And he has a pet wolf here. Holy crap. Okay, I just want to ask this. Is it one of the Wadsworths? Is it the Wadsworths that they may have relationship with? Family, ties, something? 8 of Wands. This is swift quickness, possible communication. They may have had swift, quick communication with the Wadsworths at one point. This is getting so interesting. Okay. All right. Were they told by a Wadsworth to transport for money or drugs? Were they told by Wadsworth? Okay. We have Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, and a King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Knight of Swords is really rash, really reckless, and quick action. Not thinking things through. He's chasing his motorcycle. Could have been told by 2 different energies. A Knight and a King. King of Wands, he takes action. He always wins. He may have an ego. He may be slimy. But he's very action-taking, action-oriented. Okay. Wow. This has been crazy. Okay. And then after the Blaine, I said, is one of them connected to Dylan's disappearance? Do they live in Lucin and Montello? We've already asked this. Did Chase help with Dylan's disappearance? Did Chase help with Dylan's disappearance? Page of Cups, stinky offer. Page of Cups, it can be young, immature energy, or something new, a message, an offer of something, and you're unsure how to feel about it. He may just have been offered something stinky to do. Let's ask, did he take them up on that offer? Did he take them up on that offer? 8 of Cups, walking away. No, I don't think so, because 8 of Cups is walking away. I want to read more of this one out of the guidebook. This is walking away, guys. This is what we got. Eight of Cups. Letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you. A ritual releasing, a time to move stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one, abandonment, disappointment. She has released her last cup into the sea, and her bowl burning ceremony is over. It is time to walk away from something in your life. Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There is nothing more healing on or more powerful. Find your resolve and untether any anchors that are holding you back. Though your disillusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, or ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused or jumping from thing to thing, know that you are entering a mystical period of intense shifting, and that releasing old stories will help you to travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of love. That's what the card says, you guys. That's what it says. That's what it says. All right, so this is going to be the end of part 1. We left off at number 23, and I have like 92 questions total, and we left off at 23, okay? So I will be back. Let me know what you guys think. This is interesting. Crystal, let me know what you think. This is interesting. It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? All right, guys. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back with another part on Dylan Rounds, and we'll figure things out, hopefully, right? I think we're getting to things. I think we're getting to the bottom of more things. So, I'll try to get this as fast as uploaded as I possibly can. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Let me glow, let you glow. Thank you. Big hugs. And I'll see you in the next reading. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.